Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and today guys, I'm very proud to introduce a new sponsor of the ArchieLuxury and the Paul Pritter channels. Who am I talking about? WhatShopping.com, WhatShopping.com, WhatShopping.com. Check them out guys, jump online, check out WhatShopping.com. These guys here have been in business since 2017. Worldwide shipping and distribution. Over 10,000 wristwatches in inventory. Stock in hand and 90 plus different brands, new and pre-owned. Now, the good thing about WhatShopping.com, trusted by over 4,000 reviews on Chrono24 and Trustpilot. Your one-stop shop to buy any watch your heart desires. Please guys, check out WhatShopping.com, WhatShopping.com, WhatShopping.com. I'm ArchieLuxury, and check out WhatShopping.com. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury on the ArchieLuxury channel. Today guys, I want to talk about why did I choose a BMW? Why did I choose a BMW? And, you know, there's two parts to this equation. Firstly, I applied for finance at BMW and they gave me approval. So I decided to run for it, take it whilst the offer was on the table. Okay, but I gotta tell you, there's also a couple of other cars I was thinking about, and I'd like to discuss why I chose the BMW. My car is a BMW 330i, and it's a G20. So let's have a talk about why did I choose the BMW. So basically, I'm middle-aged, I'm turning 50 in October, and I wanted a car to massage my ego. That's right, guys, I wanted a car to massage my ego. I wanted to feel good. So, I wanted a luxury prestige car. And I gotta tell you, I've always loved cars, automobiles. Now, the first decision was two-door or four-door, and, you know, I would love a Porsche Boxster. I'd love a BMW Z4, a Mercedes SLK, SLC, but, you know what? It's probably a good idea to have the ability to take my kids with me. So a five-seater is probably a great idea. Also, when you really think about it, you know what? A four-door is going to be much more usable with the family than a two-door. So, yeah, I think that's what made me think, yes, I love Porsche, I love convertibles, cabriolets, but you know what? I think reality is I want to get a sedan, a four-door sedan. So then the next question is, once you've decided the genre, you say to yourself, well, what are the contenders? And the clear contenders for me were the BMW 3 Series, the Mercedes C-Class, the Audi A4, and the Lexus. The Lexus IS300 or IS350. Now, I really do like Japanese cars. I got a Honda Civic with over 200,000 kilometers. It's been flawless. I understand a lot of the Germans use plastic parts, and I understand the Japanese, generally speaking, Scotty Kilmer. So then I went down to my local Lexus dealer, and what has happened is the IS model, which was I thought it was an executive compact sedan. It was 4-door, rear-wheel drive, just a great setup. Well, unfortunately, Lexus Australia has canned the complete IS lineup. Now, the technical reason for that is they say that the Lexus IS did not pass the Australian ANCAT safety side impact. It wasn't getting a 5-star. Therefore, Lexus only sells 5-star ANCAT cars in Australia. So they pulled the pin on the IS line. Personally, I think that is ridiculous. By the way, the Mustang side impact is also pretty shitty, but I'd still buy one. I'd still buy a Stang, you betcha. So I gotta tell you, so with Lexus, the IS, I love the IS300 or the IS350. They're not bringing, that model isn't supported. So I don't know, it's like becoming an orphan model. So I'd prefer not to own that, especially with the fact they're not heavily discounting it. So I don't like that. So then the other alternative was the Lexus ES, the ES250, which really is just a fancy Camry. And I don't mind the Camry. The Camry is an amazing car, but not at close to 80,000 Australian dollars. It's just the dynamics. It's just, it just doesn't, it's not a car I wanted to have. So then that kind of ruled out Lexus. I also had a fight with the salesman. I went down to Lexus to test drive the ES250 and see if we could, or alternatively, see if we could get a deal on the IS line. And guess what? I was waiting for my salesman to come back, and I see a guy in marketing, and I said to him, how stupid is it for Lexus to can the IS? And he started to go on the defensive. It's stupid in your opinion, sir. And I said, you know what? I came here to look at a car, to buy a car. Why don't you stick it up your ass? Stick it up your ass, and I'll buy something else. So that's kind of, I did it in spite. I decided not to get a Lexus to spite him. Okay. So that was the end of Lexus. Then Audi. I don't particularly like Badge. Volkswagen Audi Group. They've done some horrible things. Dieselgate, Monkeygate. So many things Volkswagen has done that really pissed me off. There was an IT guy who was making some noise because he had a problem with his Golf, and Volkswagen tried to get him to lose his job. They're real bastards. So, you know what? I don't particularly, that crossed out Audi. Okay, I didn't even, and the other thing about Audi is, the Audis are front wheel drive. I've loved a rear wheel drive car. I know you can get the Quattro. Quattro's expensive. I can't really afford that. And I like a rear wheel drive car. So that I crossed off the Audi. Then we had Mercedes. And I went to Mercedes. They had absolutely no stock. No stock of vehicles. No stock, no product. Well, how are you going to sell product if you don't have any cars? It's embarrassing. And I ended up test driving the Mercedes-Benz, and guess what? I absolutely hated the new C-Class. Absolutely hated it. I'll put a link there. I made a few videos on the new Mercedes-Benz. Yeah, absolutely. Click on the corner, that corner or that corner. There's a little question mark. Click on that. You can see my review of the Mercedes C-Class. So then we get back to BMW, and I love BMW. I've got a local dealer just up the road from me, West Side BMW, and I got to tell you, the BMW, the G23 series, it came out in 2019, so it's been out for a while. But it's sort of got its bugs sorted out. It's a nice looking car. When I was talking to the salesman, they've got the 320i and they got the 330i. And on a demonstrator, they had some demonstrator deals on a 330, which wasn't terribly much more. It was probably 6,000 or 7,000 more than the 320. The 330 has got a few extra inclusions. It's got 19-inch wheels instead of the 18. It has the real leather as opposed to the fake leather. It has got more horsepower. It's chipped basically. It's the same motor. They're both a 2-liter 4-cylinder twin scroll turbo, but the 320 is 135 kilowatts, whereas the 330 is 190 kilowatts. 190 kilowatts is about 240 horses. I think 240 horses. So there you go. So basically, that's why I went for the BMW. There were a few things I would have ideally preferred, in all honesty, a straight 6-cylinder. I would have preferred like a 323i or a Lexus IS250. That would have been my choice, but the Europeans and Lexus have all gone towards Turbo 4s because of European emissions and requirements. So that's kind of the reason I went that way. And I went BMW. I owned a BMW many years ago. My first BMW was also a demonstrator. It was a BMW E30 318i E30 in brilliant red. I absolutely loved my BMW. So to get another BMW, yes, I do love the brand. I really do love BMWs. I've always loved BMWs. And, you know, Mercedes has kind of been more conservative, whereas BMW has been the driver's machine. Yes, it's a family sedan, but it's also a fun driver's machine. So that's the reason I went for the BMW. Some other cars you might have said, Maserati, like the Ghibli, a lot more expensive. So yeah, that would have been a lot more money. The Alfa Romeo Giulia, we don't have dealer support in Australia, really stodgy dealer support, so I don't think we've even got a dealer in Brisbane. The dealer's at Noosa, which is ridiculous. At Alfa Romeo, I've still got a bad taste from my previous 156 with the silly speed transmission, so I think I'll give Alfa Romeo a wide berth. We don't have Infinity. Infinity has left Australia. We no longer have Infinity. What other brand? We've got Genesis, Hyundai, the Genesis. Yeah, Genesis, they make some beautiful cars. That's the luxury Koreans. But I'm a Euro snob. I mean, I could probably do a Japanese car because my wife is Japanese, but I don't know if I really wanted a Korean. I wanted, you know, I'd go German. So I gotta tell you, I'm really happy with the BMW. And the other reason is they approved the finance. BMW approved my finance. And I gotta tell you, that makes me really, really happy. Really happy. I'm paying a lease. Okay, guys, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you in the next one. Hi, guys, it's ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW, David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW, David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW, David SW, David SW. Terrible, is it? Yeah, which one do you want?
So many different things. You can pick.
Hey guys, ArchieLuxury on the YouTube sensation, the Paul Pluta channel. Guys, I need you to help me out, guys. I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I need you to request a paid review. $50 US. Look down in the description. $50 US. I will review your collection. I'll tell you what I think of it, and I'll give you some pointers. The other thing is, guys, you can sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay a couple bucks a month, $1, $2, $5, whatever you want, and it keeps me going on YouTube because, guys, I'm in a niche. Nobody can make money out of the views I get. The views are crap because it's a small specialized area, and I don't talk about garbage for the sake of views. Guys, sponsor me on Patreon. Look down below, and I will see you in the next one.